I was literally just about to start filming this video, and then my light stopped working, so we're gonna have to deal with some mood lighting, I suppose. Don't mind me wearing a jacket in my room. It's that freaking cold in here. Hi everybody. If you're new to my channel, my name is Lilia and you're watching me, Lilia. Recently, I have turned 28 years old, which is interesting to think about because I feel like I'm still 27. I think those few weeks after your birthday, you're not fully adjusted to your new age yet. So yes, like I said, my birthday was on November 17th, and I wanted to make one of those little videos that people say of whatever age they're turning and different things that they've learned in that time frame. And to be very honest, I never used to understand the videos because, like, why is it like, oh, 28 things I've learned at 28? Like, you just turned 28. Like, how do you know what it is? But obviously I do get it in the grand scheme because when you turn one, like, you've completed 1 year. So really weird to think about that I don't know, whatever. Let's get into it. I made a little list, and they're not in any particular order, but none's more important than the other. It's just all things that I feel like I've learned over the years. Number 1, things don't always go as planned. Really self-explanatory, and I also think that was what I needed to learn when I was 27, because I didn't get any this year, but I think for my 26th birthday, I got little 2-6 balloons, or like a 2 and a 6. I wanted to do a little photo shoot. And then again, when I turned 27, I got a 2 and a 7. Yeah, the 7 popped. I had them blow it up for me, and the 7 popped. So I said, okay, I think there's a lesson here, and I think I'm gonna try to pay attention to it for throughout this year. Yeah, obviously things don't always go as planned, and that's okay. And that's something that I'm really trying to learn how to release control, because I am definitely a control freak. I like to be in control of everything, and sometimes that just can't happen. So let me check these off as I go. Bad things aren't going to happen. They're just not. Obviously, I can't sit here and say, like, for forever. Whatever. I don't want to manifest that into my life, but in general, I deal with a lot of OCD, and I get a lot of intrusive thoughts. On my birthday, well, it was like the weekend celebrating my birthday, I was having such bad panic attack that, like, as you saw in my last video, we went to the Museum of Science, and that whole night beforehand, I was just freaking out. I'm like, what if something happens? Like, I don't know. Like, I also think that this comes with being a mom. And whenever I'm away from my son, genuinely, even if it's just like a night away, I get so nervous about coming home to him, you know? Like, and I think that's a real fear, or like a valid fear to have, because I want to be able to have so much time with my son and like to see him grow and do all these things. But at the end of the day, bad things aren't always going to happen. I'm gonna live another day. It's gonna be fine. I'm probably just nervous because I've never been in a situation or experience like this before, but it'll be okay. Number 3, no one is paying attention to you. Have fun. I think this comes with going to concerts alone. I go to restaurants alone. I do a lot of things alone because I don't want to say like I can't find anybody to go with me, but like a lot of my friends work different schedules than me, and I don't have anyone to go with me, to be honest. So yeah, I end up just doing a lot of stuff by myself. And at the end of the day, like, everybody is so caught up in their own sense of self, and everybody is so caught up, well, how do I look and how am I acting when I speak to this person? So genuinely, like, nobody's paying attention to you. They're not. So you should just focus on yourself and have fun. 4, try the foods. Oh, that's just it. Try the foods. But I was gonna follow it up with hard-boiled eggs. I know that probably sounds silly to you all, but I don't think I tried hard-boiled eggs November of last year. I think it was November of last year, or it might have been, but either way, I know that it was after a holiday, and I think it was Halloween, because I was talking to my godfather, and I was saying, just like talking aloud, really, but then my godfather was like, you never had a hard-boiled egg, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I don't know, it just never appealed to me, and like, also with the smell, like, I'm like, this does not seem fun. Meanwhile, I finally cut up and bit into a hard-boiled egg. I was like, oh my god. I get the hype. I get it. It's so easy to, I don't want to say scarf down, but it's easy to eat. It's like a great way to add in some protein. So try the foods. I also have tried snails. Am I going to go out every single day and eat a snail? No, most likely not. But I'm learning, and I'm trying to lean into trying more things and trying more foods at least once. So, number 5, wake up earlier. I would hope that I can continue the streak, but I've been waking up so much earlier. I also think it deals with the fact that I work very early for my job. I have to get up at 3:30 for my job. Generally, it's nothing crazy. I just work the morning shift. And in turn, like after a couple of morning shifts, the next few mornings, I'm up just so early. But then naturally, I've just started to wake up a lot earlier. I've been setting my alarm at 5:45 in the morning. And I'm not getting out of bed until about 8 o'clock or so. But that's my thing. Like, I love laying in bed. And I use that time on, obviously, I would love to be so much more productive and like do things that are better for my brain. Sometimes I try to read a book in the morning. But yeah, honestly, I just wake up earlier and I'm like scrolling my phone, and I use that time to just be still in the darkness and to wake up slowly and to just use my phone, so that in general it kind of like gets out of the way a little bit. Because if I'm using my phone like first thing in the morning and I'm just watching TikToks, then like it's not really as appealing to me as the rest of my day, because I've already done that. You know what I mean? So, number 6, don't put anyone above yourself. Do you hear me? Do not put anyone above yourself. To be very frank, I'm also talking about your kids. And I know some people aren't going to like that. Yeah, there's going to be times where, like, obviously, yes, at the end of the day, like, take care of your child. But you need to remember that you are a person as well. You are a person as well. If you're getting job opportunities, if you're getting life opportunities, if you're getting experiences that are going to help you grow and just make you feel excited, and you know that you're going to regret them, either 1, hopefully people would understand and try to just bring your kid along, or 2, do whatever you can to find a safe, reliable person that can watch him or her, watch them for the day or for the night or for whatever you need. Because like you can't put anybody above yourself. You have to make sure that your life is just so perfect, for lack of a better word. Like, you need to make sure that you are doing everything in your power to create the life that you want, because nobody is going to come in and swoop and do it for you. And that is a very tough lesson that I've had to learn, because I had been in a victim mindset, or like a savior, I don't know, but for just such a long time, I would think, and especially it would always be a man, but I would always think, I just want somebody to save me out of this life. I want somebody to come and help me. No, the only person that's going to help you is you, and whatever faith that you choose to believe in. Number 7, it's okay to miss things, but remember why it's gone. And this happens to me with a lot of friendships, with a lot of past relationships, even old habits that I've had. You know, just because I'm not friends with anybody, or like just because I'm not friends with someone anymore, doesn't mean that I stop thinking about them if something makes me remember them, or remember a time, or you know, what have you. There are obviously times where, you know, I'm not missing a relationship per se, but it's just like I said, mostly with like songs, or mostly with like sometimes like I'll be doing something and it's like, oh, like, you know, you might wonder like what they're up to right now, but they're clearly just, they're not in your life for a reason. And like, what good would that even come out of it? Like, you'd probably have a conversation for like a day and then just wouldn't matter. Maybe I should get into this more if anybody would be interested, but I used to drink, I used to smoke weed and stuff, and even then, like, I sometimes do miss it. But there's somebody I know that deals with alcoholism, and to be very honest, my tendencies probably also could have been classified as alcoholism, because I have a very addictive personality. But sometimes I miss the feeling of like being drunk and stuff. And there's just like, there's nothing in the world that can recreate that in a healthy way, you know? So it's, you know, it's okay to miss things, but remember why it's gone. Like, remember the feelings and the after effects and like the person that you become. And like, not to say that like I've never been one of those people that like get angry or whatever, like blah, blah. I've always just been a very lovey, my emotions just get heightened. Like, I kind of end up being sad and crying and like, being like, oh, I love you, all that. Like, I'm a mess. So it's much better for me to be sober and remain sober, even if that means that I'm drinking Diet Cokes like every single day instead. Anyway, who do you want surrounding you? You know what they say, birds of a feather flock together. You are the people that are surrounded by you the most. Like, the top 5 people that you surround yourself with is who you become. And that is very true. Like, if I'm surrounding myself with people who are just lazy, they do not have goals for themselves, they're not trying to better themselves in any sort of way, they don't really work out, they aren't going to eat right, you know, say we all get together and we go to dinner here, or like we go here, like, but like we're not all aligned with the same mindset, obviously I'm gonna fall into certain patterns, you know, and it's okay to grow out of people, but just be very aware of like, who do you want surrounding you? Who do you want to be influenced by? And if the people that you're around aren't influencing you in a positive way, maybe you should check that out. Number 9. Already on number 9? Dang. Just keep having fun. I try to take things not so seriously, and I love having fun. Like, I love to just let it all wash over me, let it all roll over me. Try not to take anything too seriously and just keep having fun. No matter what you do, have fun. And especially with being with my son, what feels like sometimes 24/7. Obviously, in retrospect, it's not exactly 24/7, but it is a second job. Whatever. There's times where I just get so frustrated, and it's kind of funny because he'll look at me and be like, "Don't get mad at me, Mom." And it's like, I'm not mad at you, but geez, like sometimes it's like, oh. And then I have to laugh. Like I have to just laugh and like let it go. It's so much easier to have fun. Number 10, get to know yourself. Really get to know yourself. This is something that I think I've kind of been forced into. Like I said, I spend a lot of time alone with my thoughts that I barely have. Little joke to myself. But just really getting to know yourself and looking at the music that you listen to, or the TV shows that you watch, or the books that you read. Try it out and learn what you like and what you don't like. I'm personally never really going to get into murder mysteries. Like I don't find that appealing. I'm not really going to watch TV shows like that. That's just not for me. I already have so much anxiety. I don't need to watch anxiety inducing shows and movies and XYZ. If that's for you, that's for you. But it's not gonna be me. So that's why you need to take the time to really get to know yourself and really sit there and be like, what is it that I want out of life? Who do I want to become with life? And what's going to make me happy? As long as you're honoring that, I would say that you're on the right path. Number 11, focus on goals and habits / discipline. I think, where was I going with this? Honestly, it's just discipline has been something that I'm learning, and I've been learning, and I think that I can attest to the fact that I'm really putting action into what I'm doing. To be very honest, I would listen to him here and there. I still think his advice is very cutthroat, to the point, super necessary when you need. I just haven't listened as much in recent times, but I did listen to Lack of Discipline Makes You Ugly by Leo Skeppy, and that truly changed my life, because sometimes he did such a great job with that. Like, he needed to turn on and tell people, like, you don't have this one, like, you're ugly. Like, I don't know if I can't remember if that's exactly what he said, but I just think it really struck to me, because like, I don't want to be ugly. You can't sit there and call me I'm ugly. Like, I have pretty good discipline. So as long as you just focus on building good habits, you'll get there. And I think I'm going to go ahead and switch 16 with number 12, because I just realized they kind of go hand in hand. So instead, what is now number 12 was number 16. Hard work 1% better equals 30% a month. This also kind of goes hand in hand with one of my favorite self-help books, which is Atomic Habits. I know I've mentioned that plenty of times on this page. I'm sure if you're listening to me and you're in the whole manifestation and like discipline and like just becoming the best version of yourself kind of lifestyle, or kind of whatever, then you have heard of Atomic Habits. But if you haven't, it seriously changed my life. And in that book, he talks about how just being 1% better at something every single day, you can end up being 30% better by the end of the month, because as long as you're just putting in that effort, like if you're a writer, if you're a painter, if you want to do XYZ, even if you just write one paragraph every single day, next thing you know, you've got a couple pages down. So do whatever you can to just work a little bit 1% better every single day. Let's see. Maybe that's why I didn't want to get to it yet. Number 13, sometimes others are right. Must I elaborate on that one? I suppose I should, huh? But sometimes others are right. Actually, no, I'm not going to. But it is true. Sometimes others are right. Sometimes other people offer things and offer different perspectives that I may not have had and that I can learn from. And I gotta admit when I'm wrong. Number 14, pay attention to who lets you be you. This happened to me because I had a coworker that I really wasn't getting along with. Tried everything to break the ice with them, I suppose. It's like, I'm not asking to be buddy-buddy with them, right? I kind of was starting to learn that like they were not letting me be me. And like, I have learned and accepted now that I have a very big personality. When I'm able to bring my personality out to the fullest and to shine, it is grand. And not many people can handle my personality, because I've been called stuck up, I've been called selfish, I've been called everything in the book. And the real people who understand me, they know of how much of an empathetic, caring person I actually am. So if you're around people who make you feel small, who see the light in you and they don't want to get warm, you gotta pay attention to that and do whatever you can to, maybe you can't fully get away from them, but you can definitely find ways to limit time and interactions with them because it's just not worth your energy. We are on number 14, but stop comparing yourself. Boy, do I still struggle with this sometimes. I'm trying not to let it get in my head, but I should be making this video. I'm having so much fun with it, but it's like, turn around and get 5 views, But that doesn't mean that I shouldn't still try. So stop comparing yourself. Stop comparing other people's body types to yours, other people's faces to yours. Like, everybody is so individual in their own sort of way. And if you're comparing yourself to someone, there's probably just something that you like and you enjoy, and maybe there's something that you want to emulate and embody from them. So you can take, not copy, but how they say that artists copy other artists. It's like when you I don't know, if you get what I mean, then I suppose you get it, but you can, I don't really know how to explain that properly, but there's stuff that you can find that you can also kind of, if you see somebody and you're like, man, I really love the way that she dresses, you don't have to go out and buy the exact same outfit as her. They're just not gonna wear on your body the same way that she does, but you can see this and be like, okay, I think I might start gravitating towards these kind of outfits or these kind of color palettes. Are we on 15 or 16? I don't remember. Next one, try to remain positive. Thing that kind of goes hand in hand with what I said earlier, just keep having fun, but trying to remain positive is so important because even earlier I was feeling so down, and I can't guarantee that I'm not gonna feel down later on in the day again. I can't guarantee I'm not gonna feel down at some point tomorrow, but as long as I do whatever I can to try to remain positive and to just reframe my thoughts that there's abundance all around me and that good things are going to come for me, and all of this will be worth it someday. As long as I keep trying and I keep showing up and I keep doing whatever I can to become the person that I want to be, not feeding into the negativity and not letting all those overwhelming thoughts win, then hey, that is a plus. Number 16, being put together makes a difference. As you can see, I've been trying to take a little bit more time in the morning to, as soon as I wake up, put on a little bit of mascara. I haven't really been doing that the past few days. I have been slacking off, but usually in the morning I just immediately put on my contacts, brush my teeth, blah blah. But now I've just been thinking okay, if I put on a little bit of mascara, I just feel a little bit more put together, and then it also makes me feel more inclined to finish up the rest of my makeup when I come home from the gym or when I do whatever I'm going to do for the day. And it's nice to look at. To be very honest, it's nice to look at. I know that we're all probably aware of it, but I love looking at myself. So if I look and feel put together, I'm not gonna be afraid of the mirror as much, because, and to be honest, I think being put together makes a difference in general, because let's just say hypothetically, you get in an argument with someone. Do you really want to be in an argument with an ugly person? And obviously, beauty is subjective, but let's just say I'd rather be discussing things with you and you at least look put together instead of looking a mess, because anything you say to me, if you're looking a mess, I'm sorry, it's most likely going to go one ear out the other. And maybe that's shallow, but it doesn't hurt to, even if you don't want to wear makeup, do your hair right. Put on some nice clothes. Loungewear. Loungewear is so popular these days. You don't have to be wearing pajamas all day. You can at least put some effort into yourself. And I guarantee you, when you do, you're going to feel so much better. I believe we're on 18 now. Kind of lost count, even though they are numbers. When I switched 12 and 16, things started to get a little wonky for me, but either way, stop looking for opinions / validation. Oh my goodness, that is one I have had to learn the hard way for sure, because I've had friends in the past where I would seek their validation for everything. And to be honest, that probably comes from childhood wounds, from not feeling seen or heard in my own family, feeling like everything I did was wrong in my family. So it's when I started to become a person and started to do things on my own, I became an adult that had to navigate the world. I would just feel so insecure with myself and feel so insecure with my decisions and just be is this the right thing? Do you think other people would like this? What's your opinion on this? Because, again, unfortunately, holding people at a higher value than myself, I would value their output more than my own. Whereas now, I just keep that crap to myself. I don't look for validation. I don't look for opinions. And what's so funny, I don't know if I've made a video on this or if I talked to somebody recently on this, or if I've just thought this to myself, but I do like asking people for opinions, even though I know what I'm going to do in the end anyway, because to me, it's nice to hear. It's nice to hear what other people have to say. Maybe we're on the same page, maybe we're not. Say I already know what I'm going to order for breakfast, right? But I'm like, oh, what do you think is good? Like, what's your opinion on blah, blah, blah? And I already know I want to have the waffles. And they're like, I kind of really like the pancakes, blah, blah. Okay, thank you. I'm going to order the waffles regardless. Some people might not like that, but I just like to hear other people's opinions. But you just need to not let other people dictate your life. Like, you seriously, maybe I should go in depth in this more, but you really do need to learn how to self-validate, because nobody can be you, and nobody can take away your power. How am I trying to word this? I don't know. But at the end of the day, you need to be able to self-validate. It's so much better for you mentally. Because if you're okay with your decision, be okay with your decision. Okay. Number 19. Oh my goodness, this is so important. Pay for the parking / the extras. I am slowly learning that I am going to pay for convenience over anything else every time. For my birthday, we went up to Boston and the train wasn't really working, blah, blah, blah. So many things were going a little crazy, but either which way, we learned that it was going to be $70 for valet parking overnight. And guess what? That $70 was paid, because it's so much easier to just, I might be doing something soon, and I think I'm going to do the upgrades if I can, do the comfortability if I can. Like, if there is a charge for me to be more comfortable and have more peace of mind, I think about a point in life where I'm going to take it, and I think it's worth it. Let's see. Number 20, laugh it off. I think this goes in hand again with just keep having fun, because I wrote, especially with my son, there's times where I just have to laugh off whatever's happening, because if you're laughing, you can't be crying. Number 21, take care of yourself. Health equals wealth, or whatever. Health and whatever I'm trying to say. Take care of yourself. Do whatever it is that you need to do. If you are a person that is able-bodied, capable, whatever, XYZ, move your body, be great to your body, be great to yourself, to your soul, do whatever you can to take care of yourself. Like, why would you sit there and just be eating so much crap and eating just everything that is so bad for you? And I get that times are tough, and I understand that not everybody has the resources to be able to do it. Like, don't get me wrong, to be very honest, I'm on food stamps. I am not gonna sit here and say that I'm high and mighty. That I do struggle with some things. I don't have that big of an income just yet, but I still try to do what I can to be able to buy fruits, buy vegetables, XYZ, and you gotta eat those too. But I feel better when I take care of myself. I feel better when I put effort into myself. Number 22, travel more. That is something that I really hope I do within this next year, especially. I want to be able to travel so much more. And I also think I've hit a point where I've just been so scared to travel, and I don't know, or I know that I do a lot of things on my own, but I hate doing stuff on my own. I wish that I had somebody to just always, I don't know. I can't wait to get to a point where I have a personal assistant, to be very honest. Me and that personal assistant, you better be my bestie, because I can do it on my own. I can, but it's I just want somebody there with me. I want somebody to experience things with me, but that doesn't mean that I should stop myself from not experiencing things and not going places and not doing XYZ. So I am definitely going to make it a point to be able to travel more, even if it's, just going to Boston or going to New York, or just doing whatever I can to get away from the everyday, have a break or have a change of scenery. It's so good for your mental health. It's so good for yourself to just reset. So yeah, definitely travel more. Number 23. Oh, thank goodness we're almost done. It's okay to change and try again. I don't know if this one needs that much elaboration, but at the end of the day, it's okay to change your mind on stuff. It's okay to do something and realize, oh, I don't actually like the way that this worked out. I'm gonna try to change this. That's all right. Everybody changes their mind every single day. That's part of the importance, or part of the beauty of life and everything. You can change at any point. You know, even if like one day you're like, oh, I'm gonna take up running, and then you run, you're like, actually no, this was not for me. I'm gonna take up swimming. You go swim, like, no, I do not like this. I'm gonna go hiking. And then you find, wow, I loved the view on top of that mountain. I'm gonna go hiking every day now. Perfect. It's okay. Change and try again. Next one, don't pour from an empty cup. As moms, I think we really need to hear this one. And I think this can go hand in hand with don't put anyone above yourself, but you cannot pour from an empty cup. If you are feeling down and drained, how do you expect to be there for anybody else when you can't even be there for yourself? So really, you need to understand that you cannot pour from an empty cup. It's not possible. You're going to end up getting resentful and just run down. It's not going to be good. So number 25, book the appointments. Nails. How am I? Then maybe we are on 24. Yeah, because I didn't skip one. I just switched one. Whatever. 24. Book the appointments. Nails, beauty, hair, XYZ. I need to try to remember to implement this a lot more and to be consistent with it, because when I go a couple times or like a few weeks in between appointments, and like I haven't done my nails, or like I haven't gotten my hair done, or I haven't done like my waxing or facials or whatever, XYZ. Yes, these are all I suppose luxury things, or like things that we don't necessarily need, and you can do a lot of at-home stuff for it. And if you prefer to do it at home, then like, you know, take the time to actually honor those hours or whatever that you blocked out in order to do them, but just make sure that you're doing them. You know, like it's necessary to really honor yourself and to take the time to do the appointment, so that, you know, in turn you feel a lot better and you just feel more put together, and you just feel like, I don't know. Number 25, who you call family is most important. I don't want to get into my family dynamics right now, but who I decide to call my family is more important than who is actually considered family by blood. And I think that's all I'm going to say on that one. Number 26, pay attention to you only. I think at the end of the list here, I was just kind of I don't want to say I wasn't understanding, but I was just kind of getting bored and to the point. Like, I'm not going to lie. If I was turning 20, this would be a lot easier. But turning 28, you got to think of a lot of stuff. Pay attention to you only. You know, I also tell this to my son all the time. But obviously, kids are going to be naturally inquisitive. They're curious. But let's say, for example, like a child might be having a fit, and he's over there like looking kind of like, you know, pay attention to you. Focus on what you're doing. You know, obviously there's a difference between like if he wants to offer, you know, help, like emotionally, just kind of be there for the person, like by all means. But if he's just kind of like, I don't want to say, he's not somebody who like makes fun of things. He's a very empathetic person as well. He is so sweet. But at the end of the day, like, focus on yourself. Focus on what you are doing. That's what I tell him all the time. Like, this kid over here is having a little tantrum. He's having a little meltdown. That's fine. He needs a little break. Focus on what you're doing. And then, hey, maybe later on you two will play together again. Who knows? Number 27, surround yourself with what you want to achieve. I think this can, it can go in hand with a lot of stuff that I've already written down, but surround yourself with what you want to achieve. When I hear myself say that, to me that looks like vision boarding. That looks like, you know, dressing the part. That looks like acting the part. That looks like doing whatever I can to align myself with that goal and to close that gap between the person I am right now and the person that I want to be. So if I want to become a businesswoman, or like business-like, or I want to learn how to do certain things, maybe I'm watching videos on how to have a successful business, or how to do XYZ, or how to learn coding, or this stuff, like just whatever you want to achieve and however you want your day-to-day to look, surround yourself with that. Definitely, like I said, if you can't really exactly do that right now, vision boarding, I know I've heard people say sometimes you can go here on YouTube and search up like, oh, walking in New York City. Like, say you want to move to New York City one day, you just search like walking downtown New York City, and so, like, just try to immerse yourself and imagine how it would feel to be walking down New York City, and then one day you're walking into your apartment, and what does your apartment look like, and where is the sun coming in from, and like what color is your bedroom, and how do you want your kitchen to look, and like just immerse yourself fully into what you have, like what's the main goal and the main dream that you have for yourself. I hope that makes sense. 28, last one. We're almost there, guys. Being grateful, not spiteful or petty. Quotation marks I put, or parentheses I put, working on this, LOL. Because I can be quite a petty person sometimes, but at the end of the day, you really just have to be grateful. And maybe some people weren't there for you, but that doesn't mean that you have to turn around and not be there for them. Obviously, if there's a very noticeable shift in like power dynamic and like XYZ, then you know those people aren't worth your time. But I just think if you feel called so in your heart to be there for someone, or to do things for someone, or to just do it freely, do it gratefully, just be happy with what you have. There's no reason to turn around and be like, oh well, she didn't call me or text me on this day and blah blah blah, so I'm not going to call and text her. I'm going to wait until, like, there's no reason for that. The only reason for that would be as if genuinely it's just like not worth your time. You know, maybe I'm contradicting myself here, but if you get it, you get it. Like just being grateful and not being petty and not, you know. And I have one final one that I think I'm taking into for, you know, when I turn 29 and such, but it says here, things have to happen for you to know better. And that's what I mean. Like sometimes you have to learn the hard lessons head on. They have to play out a certain way for you then to turn around and be like, oh, okay, I get it now. Because trust me, there's some lessons where one day I just kind of go, ooh, and I'm like, oh my God, I've been blind to this the whole time. It's like, ooh, like magically, like the sunglasses are off, or like the covers are lifted, and you're like, oh my gosh, I get it now. I understand why all of this had to be a certain way, and why people had to act like this and that, so that I could understand this scenario, so that I could understand whatever. But oh my goodness, we are done. That was so much longer than I anticipated. I mean, it was fine, but dang, my longest video yet. Thank goodness for me. This was fun. This was nice to do. I'm glad that I did this. I'm glad that I put my best foot forward and tried and did something new. But yeah, let me know down in the comments if you enjoyed this. I had so much fun making this video, and I really hope that you guys did, because I feel like, you know, it probably gave you all some more insight into myself, and I feel like I poured a lot of myself in this video. At the end of the day, I just want to take time to say thank you. Thank you to all my subscribers. Thank you to everybody who took the time to sit with me, because I know that this was a long one, and I'm really grateful if you did take the time to watch this video. I know I'm saying the same thing over and over, but yeah, I really hope that within this next year, and just with the growth that I will achieve as a person, I'm excited to see where everything takes me. I'm excited to see what this year has to bring. Other than that, I love you all so much. Thank you all for watching this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys. Ooh, I did it.